All right, that's my long entry. Targeting midnight open. Again, I only need about $1,000 today. So I'm going to take off about 8 right there. Oh my gosh, I can't move that. Okay. We'll do this. Stop loss gets moved to break even. I'm looking at this long wick from 8:30. If we close past the lower quadrant, so if you take your fib, run quadrants on it, if we can close past this price level or at least trade to it, then I'll take off my risk, but it's no rush to do that. Stop loss is underneath these down close candles. If we get a nice close here, I like moving my stop loss to break even because it will be underneath this down close candle, which is bullish order block. Gotta see if I can manage to do that without being too aggressive. So my stop is at 693.25. This candle's low comes in at exactly 693.25. So it's underneath the order block, which is what I like. Majority coming off. Again, I only need 1,000. But if I could catch some nice runners above the midnight open, which was my original draw, then that would be all the better. All right, and I'm taking out at break even. Gonna sit tight for a little bit. May look for another entry. Take this off before I forget. But what I don't want to see is us continue to spend a lot of time in this consolidation. Returning back to the inversion fair value gap. I look for a re-entry if it's there, using this down close candle here. I really have the midnight opening price as a draw. I want my stop loss beneath consequent encroachment this wick. Risk comes off. Should we clear out the buy side? Again, all I need is about 1,000 to finish my week. So I'm not aiming for much. And I'm buying inside this down close candle. I'm not convinced our job is finished. I like this high. If we take out this, if we take out this high, I want it to be really aggressive. Looking for a lot of speed. I want to see us rip through that. Because right now I'm seeing this as we just form relative equal highs. So I want us to blast through that with a lot of speed, a lot of energy, and knock out the buy side above this wick from our PPI. I like where the body's closed right there. But anything beneath that, obviously, no bueno. Still looking for speed above that short-term high if I can get it. And NASDAQ also traded into a 5-minute bullish order block. or a 15-minute bullish order block. Those 3 consecutive down close candles on a 15-minute chart. I'm going to trim off a little bit of my risk underneath this candle, which is 95.25. Taking off a big, wait, that's not right. 89.25. So risking about 0.5%, really, really good. A little over like 0.6 or whatever it is. If we can displace above this high, then I'll take off my risk. I don't want to get stopped out prematurely like I did the second time. I've already done my job as a trader, reducing it, going from $500 risk to about $400, opening up the trade with less than 1% risk. So I'm not going to be as a rush to move it to break even. I probably won't move it to break even unless we take out that 830 high, because I'm taking a partial there. It's just 2 micros, something light. Just to bank something and cover the commissions I've paid on the first trade attempt. We have some inefficiencies in here. This lower fair value gap, I like for that to stay open. I'm allowing price to work in this upper one here. If we do trade down to this lower fair value gap, I want to see the lower half of it stay open. Ideally, in bullish order flow, that's the scenario that should pan out. Now, if we don't trade to the fair value gaps at all and we just start running away, then that tells you you're really bullish. NASDAQ's really in a hurry. But the market that we're in right now, I don't think it's that kind of condition. So I'm watching this upper fair value gap. I like for that to take us higher, leaving that lower one open. It's also resting right around the 830 opening price. So that's a cheap buy in my books. Excuse me. If we could really leave this down close candle, I'll move my stop loss underneath this low, because I'll be expecting this down close candle in the future to be used as support. But we have to trade above it. Only thing I'm looking at are these 3 down close candles. That opening price, we open on the 15-minute, traded down, hitting that. That's kind of the only thing I'm looking at that's potentially keeping the trade alive. And of course, the inversion fair value gap. I'm watching to see if we could still stay above the upper half. But this fair value gap and the fact that we completely overlapped it is already kind of not a red flag, but it's a warning sign. Proceed with caution. Back in the past, what I used to do is whenever we did stuff like that, if I'm long 10 contracts, I'll just close like 3. So that way, should I get stopped out, I'll mitigate some of my risk. But I've already done that because my stop loss was beneath constant encroachment this week. I've already trimmed off about 20% of that. So we're in that SIBI. I need speed through that. It cannot stall around. Because again, I'm seeing these as relative equal highs. I don't want to give them a chance to pull their orders by slowly meandering and playing around. Are you still not trading after Friday? I've said Friday was my last trading day, but I've been liking the price action, and that's ironic. with the price action we've got today. But the past week, I've been a fan of the price action that we've been getting. I think it's been a lot cleaner than the previous like couple months. So originally, my last trading day was going to be Friday, but that might change. That might change, and I might just go until January 6th and take a break like during Christmas, like the day before Christmas, the day after Christmas, probably be no trading, no streaming. But I've been a fan of the price action we've been getting, so I might keep going. We're in that SIBI. I like how we completely overlapped it. Okay, if you're bearish, you don't want to see us overlap entire SIBIs like this, but I'm not bearish, so I like how we completely overlapped it. I like for that to be used as an inversion. Now, what I don't want to see is us continue to chop around, go up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, because if we're leaving this inversion fair value gap and making a run for a buy side, I want to see us do just that and leave it. If we take out this high, I'm going to take off my risk because I'm not playing with NASDAQ today. I might even take a partial there. It's called running down your equity. If I can squeeze out like a micro or something. All right, let me see. $2 a handle times 14. That's like 30 bucks. That's not worth it actually. But I will take off my risk should NASDAQ show an interest in taking out this short-term high. All right. Move my stop loss pretty much. That's break even on a 60K account. 60 bucks to me, that's break even. I just want my stop loss beneath this down close candle. So if it does hit my stop per se, I'm just gonna count that as a break even because that's like I pay that damn near in commissions. I'm gonna look for a charger real quick. Hold on. This is nasty. I'm glad I've taken off my wrist. It's too much back and forth. Stop loss is 709. Is beneath mean threshold of this down close candle. I love putting my stops beneath midpoint of order blocks. And you can see it's pretty much underneath the low of it, and we have a fair value gap. So I'm really not interested in being in the trade if we take out that swing low. Believe it or not, I haven't had my first $1,000 trade yet. I've had 800, I've had 900, I've had 750. I'm still yet to have my first $1,000 trade. That's something that I want to get by the end of the year, hopefully. Today could be the day, I think. All right, there's my partial. Let's adjust these. Got my girl some Starbucks. Who else needs something in my family? Let's give my nieces some birthday presents. I'm gonna take another partial right here if I can squeeze it out. Or not birthday, Christmas. Nieces need some doll houses for Christmas. I'm taking 5 contracts off there if I can get it. Let me fix that. Yeah, it ain't Fiji. This ain't Fiji price action. This ain't Hawaii. This is Galveston. So I'm not gonna have my $1,000 day today. Today for me is not really the day to try to do like a one pull, just one pull from entry to midnight open. This is definitely a day where I want to take partials and scale out. It's been a lot of retracements, a lot of pullbacks, a lot of wicks, a lot of just nastiness, and I'm not gonna be stubborn and not take money when it gives it to me. So I'll get my my $1,000 day another time. It's all good. All right, I'm not playing with NASDAQ today. I'm taking 5 off there, and I'm gonna let the rest ride. A little below the buy side. So now at this point, it could do what it wants to do. I made a couple $100. Yeah, let's adjust this. There we go. Tough day. Tough. Call it the draw on liquidity. Still finishing the day in the green, but this was tough. We can get some dubs in the chat. We can get some dubs. This was it wasn't pretty, it wasn't sexy, but we're looking for longs all morning. Didn't care if anything going short. We highlighted the buy side. I still favor us getting back above the midnight open, but that was NASDAQ was being a brat, but I'm gonna count that as a W. I'm at 5%. I'm gonna keep you guys updated if I'm still trading the rest of the year. It's likely that I will. I'm 3-0 on the week. It's been a good week, a lot better. Finally bouncing back after a pretty rough quarter, but I like the price action that we're getting, and I say that with tongue in cheek because NASDAQ was a little bit of a brat today. But dubs. Hopefully, I had a good trading day. It took me 2 attempts to finally get that buy side. You can look at the chart, NASDAQ retracements and whatnot. It wasn't the prettiest, but we got it done. I'll see y'all back again. Business per usual. I think I need like $500 to meet my weekly objective. I didn't get it today, but still got work to do. Be safe if you're still trading, and I'll see you all same thing tomorrow morning at 9:30. All right, peace.